Hi everyone, I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel, Mad Crafty. Today I am testing out this We Gather yarn dyeing kit. I actually got this on Free People, one of my favorite places to shop for clothes and accessories. It was $50, but I got it on sale for 10 bucks. Free shipping, $10, a craft kit to try. So I had to do it. And I'm a crocheter. If you don't know, I'm a crocheter. I've never dyed yarn before, but it looked like so much fun. Let's do it together. So this kit contains a skein of 100% Peruvian wool sport weight yarn, 4 colors of low impact dye powder, citric acid, textile detergent, 4 pipettes, 1 pair of biodegradable protective gloves, plastic zip top bag, wooden stirring sticks, and step-by-step instructions. Also, I want to read the beginning portion because this sounds important. It says, "Here's what you should know about this scientific and magical adventure. The kit contains acid dye, a type of safe, economical, low water waste synthetic dye in powder form." Great, if you care about, I don't know, the planet. I don't know, it's good, natural, right? It also says the resulting colors may mix depending on what you use the dye on. Of course, we know that. Fun fact that acid dyes are known for their broad range of color possibilities, their excellent color fastness, and their relatively low water usage. Again, better for the earth. When these dyes are handled, mixed, and disposed of thoughtfully, they are some of the least environmentally impactful dyes available to home dyers. These dyes are non-toxic when handled safely. Good. As with any powdered substance, it's a good idea to keep these out of your respiratory system. So when working with dye in powder form, always keep them at a safe distance from your face and tightly close any containers when you're done using them. Okay, yeah, don't accidentally inhale the powder. Again, we're crafty, we know this. And then they are just noting that there's a number of variables that affect any given dye session, whether that's water temperature, pH levels, fiber type, time, patience, the music you're listening to. It does say that, the music you're listening to. Embrace the fact that this is literally a fluid process. And you may not get the same result twice without sufficient practice. That's the beauty and oftentimes the great surprise of a color pursuit. I love these directions. They're very crafty and not boring like most kits, right? Also, the kit contains primary dye colors plus black, which gives you the opportunity to create a rainbow palette of your own by mixing the colors as you wish. A quick investigation into color theory will be a great way to start. You may also choose to use colors as they are provided here, experimenting with different saturation values by adding more or less water to the dye solutions, right? Again, we know this. If you have a little bit of powder, more water dilutes the color, less water, more pigmenty. Now I'm ready to work, so let's go. So because this kit said that there is enough material to dye 2 pounds, I decided to get some more yarn. I picked up this fisherman's wool from Joann's. So first you want to gently unskein your yarn so that it's the form of one large loop of many strands. Next, you want to fill a small bucket or mixing bowl with about 1 gallon of water, warm water, roughly 105 degrees, and pour the citric acid in the bucket of water and stir to dissolve it. Then, wearing gloves, gently submerge your yarn in the water and let it soak for 15 to 20 minutes. This activates your yarn and prepares it for dyeing. Now, while your yarn is soaking, pour the entire contents of the dye packet into a clean, heat-resistant jar. 1 jar for each color. If possible, use jars with lids as you can seal and reuse any leftover dye. You may want to label each jar, yada yada, I don't. Then you want to add a half a cup of simmering water to the dye powder and use a wooden stick to mix it until all of the dye particles are dissolved. You may add more water if you'd like. The more water you add, the less saturated your colors will be. Reminding you to protect your work surface with a nice plastic sheet of, I don't know, something. Remove your yarn from the bucket and squeeze any excess liquid out. Use the skein ties as a guide, spread the yarn out in its large loop form on the work surface. So now it's time for the fun. Use the pipettes and dye the yarn. With the yarn that they gave me, I decided to use just the warm colors. So the pink, the yellow, make some oranges. I wanted to keep it bright, so I'm gonna do that there. And then with my yarn, I'm gonna kind of go crazy and use all of the colors. Also, I kind of regret adding too much water to most of my colors. I would have rather used less water, but it's too late and I already messed that up. So I'm kind of thinking that this first bright colored yarn is gonna turn out a little bit nicer than the other one. And the other one might be a little muddy because I plan on using all the rest of the colors, but we shall see. Also, the directions say that you may choose to leave areas natural and undyed, or you may choose to fill the whole scheme with color. No matter what you decide, your yarn will be a stunning and beautiful surprise. Note that the colors will spread a bit as they set in the yarn. You may use this to your advantage to overlap neighboring colors, or you may want to keep a bit of extra space between the color sections to prevent the dyeing from overlapping. Okay, so now I'm tempted to use all of the colors. I don't like to waste things. I'm not gonna save these jars with a cap. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna use all of the colors in this. Now I will say, I thought that the black color was actually a really dark blue. I obviously didn't read the directions properly before I did it. So had I known that, I probably would not have added black and just used the other colors. So just know that as you're watching this. And then of course I got a little impatient while I used the pipette, and I decided to take the cups and just pour liquid everywhere because this is an experiment, right? So let's continue. And then once you're done and all that liquid excess is off the table, you want to roll it up gently like a little yarn burrito full of color, nice and tight in there. Then you will place your rainbow yarn burrito in the plastic zip top bag and seal the zip, leaving at least a 1 inch of an opening. Then you're gonna let your burrito rest for 10 minutes, letting all those, dyes soak up into each other. And it does say here to use this time to pour yourself a cup of tea, pop open a cold beer, or eat a piece of cake. Whoever wrote these directions, spot on. So now it's time to heat set the dye, and there are 3 different ways that you can do this. I'm not gonna bore you with all the ways you can do it because it's boring. So I'll just tell you that I did the microwave version. You do step by step, you put a paper towel, you put it in the thing, and you get it. Once it comes out, of course, don't touch your yarn when it's piping hot. You wanna let it cool down for a little. So once it's completely cool, this is what happened. Okay, like I said, it's completely cool, and now I'm ready to rinse. So I'm pouring the textile wash into a big bucket, and I filled it with 1 gallon of cool water, and I'm just mixing that around. Next, you're gonna place your yarn into the bucket and gently stir it. Be careful not to agitate your wool yarn too much, as it has the potential to felt. Let it soak for 10 minutes. Once your 10 minutes is up, remove the yarn from the detergent soak and rinse in cool water until it runs clear. Squeeze out any excess water and hang your yarn to dry. Okay, here's the yarn. So it is bright, sunburst, orangey, happy, fun colors. These are totally my types of colors. I'm so glad that I didn't accidentally put black in this one. So I love the way this turns out. And the other one, wrapped up in a ball, looks a little bit like this. So it's very different, right? One is very cool, dark, like muddy, dare I say like a muddy rainbow? Yes, it's a muddy rainbow, bright and cool. Obviously that's because of the colors I chose, right? If I were to do this again, I would leave more white spots and put less color, but that's just me. And I don't know if it has to do with the type of wool this is, because I think this one's more beautiful. But I will also say that I don't know that this is enough yarn to make something substantial. I could maybe make maybe 2 sets of gloves with these, or perhaps leg warmers, or maybe like a band, like an ear band for the winter, possibly a hat, but I don't think so. So if you're gonna get this kit, definitely invest in some other type of wool, and you might wanna look into getting some extra yarn if you're gonna use, yeah, you know what I mean? Anyway, I keep saying anyway. I crocheted some basic rows with the yarn that I bought. Again, wool to me isn't that soft. It's kind of like, I don't love it. I wouldn't enjoy this on my head, but this wool is very soft. This like Peruvian wool, I don't know, it's special or something, but yeah, fisherman's wool, not a fan, wouldn't get it again, but whatever this is nice, very, very nice. So yeah, that kit was great. It was amazing because it was $10. Would I get it for $50 again? I don't know. That feels a little steep. If it came with more yarn, maybe, but me, I love a steal. So it was the $10 that got me, but it was a lot of fun. It was very effective. It totally worked. And I got to say that I dyed yarn, and now, that's it. Woohoo! I think that's all I have to say today. I was all over the place, but that's okay. Sometimes we're all over the place. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, I would love if you could hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel to see more crafts. I do lots of fun adult DIYs and dyeing stuff, trying stuff, and all kinds of stuff. You can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok at MadCrafty, and I will see you next time. If you try this kit, please write down, let me know. If there's another kit you think that I should try, please write it and let me know, and I will. See you next time. Bye. Oh my gosh. I cannot focus today. Probably because so many people are texting me. Katie Bow. Also, look at my new phone case. I made it with stickers. It's cute, right? I made it with Pip Sticks. Got a lot of videos on those. Okay, the end. Bye.